Yo, this is Jay for Straight Smoke Gaming, and in today's video, we are talking about the new college football game, College Football 25. It comes out here in a couple weeks. So in this video, we're going to give you 5 teams that would be the most fun to rebuild, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Number 1, we have the Colorado Buffaloes. We all know the Colorado Buffaloes, Big 12. They had a lot of hype around them last year. You got Shador, you got Travis Hunter, you got Dion as your head coach. You know, you got Ralphie, cool traditions, good jerseys. So everyone knows about Colorado. They did finish a little short last year, only going 4-8 and going 1-8 in conference games, so not good by any means. And you know, they play in the Big 12. There's not any powerhouses. There is some good teams though, so it's not going to be a complete walk in the park. And you know, you have 2 good pieces to start your rebuild around with Shador and Travis Hunter. And another thing that's cool about Colorado is you kind of have an identity. You know what you need. Offensive line, defense was really bad, so you have an idea as to what you want to go into when it comes to recruiting every year. That's why I have the Colorado Buffaloes number 1. They're probably a little bit on the easier side of the rebuilds that are in this video, but everyone wants to play a Shador. Everyone wants to play with Travis Hunter. I think that would be a fun rebuild overall. Next up, I have Kent State. Kent State last year, they were one of the worst teams in college football, if not the worst, going 1-11 and going 0-8 in conference games. Kent State plays in the MAC. There's not much competition in the MAC, which honestly is good because Kent State's really bad. So if there was competition in the MAC, this might be a little bit more of a challenging rebuild, but there's not, so it should. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be easy. I'm not making it sound like it's going to be easy. They're really bad, so it's going to take years. This is going to be a 15, 20-year rebuild, but once you do finally get your team good, there isn't much competition in the MAC conference, so that's why I have Kent State at number 2. Number 3, I have Navy. Everyone knows Navy. They know Army. Honestly, if you want to play is either one of the teams for a rebuild, I think that would be cool. There's the long-standing rivalry with Army, and every single year, if you are with Navy or Army, you get a chance to play for the Commander-in-Chief Trophy. Who wouldn't want to play for that? You know, this is a valued rivalry. It's long-standing. Everyone knows about this rivalry. These 2 teams, they're not college football teams. They're not known for football, but everyone knows about the rivalry. Everyone pays attention to the rivalry every single year, whether you know college football or not. And the last winning season was in 2019, so it's not like you're taking over this team that is really good. It's not like it's going to be a quick rebuild. So it's definitely going to be a longer rebuild, but it would be so much fun to be a part of that rivalry and play for that trophy every year and play for the trophy, and then your team's good, and now you're winning a national championship with a military school. We haven't seen a military school win a national championship in a while, so to be able to take a team like Navy or Army to the national championship, in my opinion, would be pretty cool. Number 4, I have Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State's interesting. As far as I know, this is their first year as a D1 football school, so this is going to be a challenging rebuild. With that being said, I would assume they're going to be the lowest overall team in College Football 25. You know, it makes sense. They don't got the pedigree. They haven't played a season. They haven't played any teams in D1. So this might be a little bit of a jump up. So it might take a little bit when it comes to rebuilding Kennesaw State. So this is like the definition of starter from the bottom all the way up to the top. I mean, this is going to be a diehard rebuild. You're going to have to put a lot of time into it, a lot of years. But, you know, when you do that type of thing and you're into year 15, 20, and your team's starting to finally get good and make runs at the playoffs, you know, it just feels that much more valued. Like, it just feels so much better when you're able to take a bad team and win with them after so many years of working with the bad team. So then here at number 5, I say just any non-top SEC team. The SEC, they're loaded. I mean, you got Bama, Georgia, Tennessee. Like, they have so many good teams. So if you could take like an Auburn, a team that's not really that good, that seems to always fall short, if you could take them and finally be able to compete with the Georgias, the Alabamas, the Tennessees, you know, that means something. That would be cool to me to be able to finally get them over the hump when it comes to playing against these big teams. So those are the 5 teams that I think are fun to rebuild. You know, obviously, if you have one of your favorite teams, like for me, for example, I like Baylor. Baylor's not good at college football by any means, but it definitely would be fun to go ahead and rebuild Baylor, make them good, make them be able to compete for the championship. So there is other teams to rebuild. It's not just these 5 that are going to be fun. Honestly, I think the game will be fun no matter what. No matter what team you're rebuilding, no matter what game mode you're playing. I'm really looking forward to this game. I got high hopes for it. I think the game will be good. But these are just my 5 favorite teams that I'm going to start out first when it comes to rebuilding in the game. So go ahead, leave a comment down below. Let me know what teams you guys are looking forward to rebuilding. But in this video, that's all we got. So if you enjoyed, please remember to like and sub for more Madden and college football content. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.